Namaste, Shakti here at Sebastian Yoga Studio. And we've taken some time off for this public health crisis of the coronavirus, but during that time I wanted to present a little bit of content to you all for just maintaining the practice, for getting calm in this time of total uncertainty and even panic. And knowing that we can, while we are inside in our homes, maybe quite a bit more than we normally would be, that we have some capacity to do things that are really healthy for us, that we might normally look to the yoga studio or places outside of ourselves in our home to satisfy. So we can really bring the studio to us today. So I have this kind of short and sweet practice for us to shake out some of that panicky energy, to get the lymphatic system moving for a good immune system boost, for relaxing the nervous system and calming in this time of worry, and simply getting away from the news, getting away from those sources and outlets, and just getting in touch with ourselves. So without further ado, let's start standing. And if you don't have a mat at home, you don't really need a mat. I have one here. But really anywhere and anything that you have, anywhere in your home that you have some space to move around is fine. We don't really need anything special today. Just really your body will be giving lots of options. So starting just in standing and feeling your feet fully grounded. Start with a couple different breath practices. One to just get us centered and present. Starting to notice your breath naturally without changing anything. Noticing the weight of your feet on the earth, on the floor. We'll add a visualization to this. Just 3 breaths here. As you inhale, imagine that you're drawing up that inhale from the ground through your feet, up your legs, into the trunk and lungs. Pause on full. And as you exhale, imagine it goes out the top of your head. We'll reverse that coming in through the top of the head, down into the lungs and trunk like it's migrating down the legs and out through the bottom of your feet. Through the floor, down into the earth. Pause. And reversing that once again, inhale through your feet. Pausing on full, letting that breath circulate. Exhale, top of your head. And inhale through the top of your head. Exhale down through your feet. Fluttering your eyes open. We'll do another breath to charge up the body. This is called breath of joy, and it's a segmented 3-part inhale through your nose. So after fully emptying the lungs, it'll be like this. And then through your mouth, if you'd like, really releasing. We'll add our arm movements for the segmented inhale. Forward for 1, out for 1, forward. And as you exhale, fold and lean over. Maybe even tap the earth, take a moment, and come all the way back up. Take your time. And inhale, inhale, inhale. Take your time to come back up. Inhale, inhale, inhale. We'll keep going. Move at your pace. Get fluid in the legs and the joints. Releasing that air. Making a noise on the exhale. 2 more. Pausing on that exhale, shaking the torso side to side, breathing in and out. And navel to spine, strong core. Come all the way back up. And just start to do a little shaking. Shake the arms, shake the legs, shake the head. Flutter through the lips. Horse breath. Shake, 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 shake. Just shake everything. Get all that energy out. Like you're moving it out of your body. And inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down. And we'll do something for our lymph system called scrubbing. So reaching an arm out, whichever one. Just start to scrub. Look kind of like you're in the shower. Scrubbing the surface of the skin. Switching sides, inner arm, all the way around the chest, shoulder, side of the neck. Moving across the chest to the other arm. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Every surface as much as you can. Lifting an arm up and getting the whole side body, other side, belly, outer hips. And then make a soft fist and start to tap the outer hips, front of the hips. Lower back might deserve a little pat, pat on the back. Down the legs, thighs, outer and inner. Focusing a little around the knees. If it's comfortable, you can pick up a foot. If you need to, both feet can stay down, just lean over. Good, I'm already feeling like my blood is pumping, circulation is going. Keep scrub, scrub, scrubbing, reaching the back if you can, maybe turning the back of the hand behind, head. And grab different corners and sides of your ears and make circles. Might do one at a time or tandem, both at the same time, maybe alternate. Grab different parts of the ears, make circles. And inhale, reach up. Again, shake, 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 shake the body. Good, and then we'll do what we call what we can call corkscrewing down. So this just requires a little bend in the knees. You might place your hands out in front of you and imagine you're like the shape of that corkscrew. We don't have to go all the way to the earth. Choose a direction. Just kind of spin down toward the floor. Get those knees bending, the legs working. You might even bring one knee all the way down. And then go the other way. You don't have to get the knees down. You can step the feet even a little wider. Notice what that does. Go the other way again, stepping the feet a little wider. If it's comfortable enough, spinning the opposite way, then go all the way around to the other side. Woo! Catching yourself if you fall. Narrowing the feet once again. Coming a little higher on the knees. And then inhale to reach up. Exhale, fold forward, bend your knees on the way, and just hang. You could grab either elbow, let your head be really heavy, and shake the head no, nod the head yes. Let your shoulders relax and head. Another full breath. Releasing your arms and start to come down to a seat. Using anything underneath of you, a couple of towels, a pillow from the couch. And take a few breaths, calming the heart a little bit. And then we'll find a dynamic side stretch for a few rounds. So choosing a side, one hand comes out, opposite arm lifts and reaches over. Maybe inhale through center, exhale to one side. And keep switching sides. Inhale, center, exhale, reach over. One more to each side. And then land on one side and bring your top hand to your top ribs. And just give a little massage here. Circular motion one way and the other might feel a little challenging to reach. If you only get your waist, that's kind of okay. Then roll the shoulders back. Let your head relax. Let it float toward the bottom shoulder. And lateral breathing. So breathe into that top hand. Imagine that rib cage really expanding out to the side. Almost like you're only breathing out of that one lung. Expanding into that top hand. And we'll find a twist here. So inhale to reach top hand up. Even reach it back in space and then almost like thread the needle as you exhale. Dive top fingers underneath of bottom arm. Just a little twist here. Inhale to expand. Maybe turn to gaze at your top fingers and exhale, reach down. You can really follow the hand that's moving with your gaze, with your head. Unless that's uncomfortable, then don't do it. One more round. Coming all the way back up through center, take a breath. And opposite side. Top hand comes to the rib cage. Let your head drop in space and relax and breathe into that top hand. You're isolating, as if you could isolate this one lung on this side. We'll add our twist. Inhale to open that arm back toward the wall behind you. Exhale, thread the needle, dive underneath of your arm. Maybe gaze at that hand as you move. Next, inhale, cartwheel all the way back up. Take a breath. And lean your hands back in space a little bit, feet nice and wide. Turn to kind of show you. Feet can be maybe 2 feet apart, like 24 inches apart. Flex your feet and rock your knees to the left and the right. Windshield wipers. You might notice there's a little massage of the glutes here. And something I just learned from one of my teachers is the further back that you lean might feel a little easier. You get a little more of that massage feeling around the lower back, which could be what you need or what you want in this moment. A little bit more feeling in the joint capsule of the hip is if you sit up a lot taller, you might notice you don't get quite as much movement. You feel it a little bit more where the hip sits in the socket. Let's come back to our seat for just a moment and bring the arms out wide. And imagine that someone was holding on to a wrist and pulling you to that side. Keep the opposite sits bone really grounded. Come back through center, opposite side. You can turn your palms up and down as you move, maybe even back in space, twisting from the shoulder. And come back to center, and we'll do body circles, 2 feet grind. Coming forward in space with the torso and around, and leaning back, rounding the back, keeping the arms out. You might choose a breath pattern, maybe exhale forward and inhale back, maybe the opposite way. And then go the other direction. Switch sides of your circles, maybe this time palms are up. Feels a little different in the shoulders. And come to center tabletop pose. So some familiar cats and cows here. Inhaling to drop the belly, send the tailbone up, chest between the arms, gaze forward. And exhale to round and curl, pressing the earth away. Relax your head. Good. If you've been practicing yoga for a long time, cat and cow is pretty familiar. I've been inviting my students lately to imagine that this is the first time that you've ever done this movement. And if that makes it feel any different in your body. Sometimes when we do things a lot, certain movements a lot, we aren't as mindful in the movement anymore because it's just so familiar. So if we can create a little curiosity, like beginner mind, we can start to explore what the movement really has in store for us today. Last few things we'll do in class are on the belly. So coming all the way down your way. And starting in Sphinx. So elbows are underneath of the shoulders. Shoulders are rolled back. Tops of the feet can be down. A little bit of pressure on the tops of the feet. And just send your head down in space, chin to chest. And reach your chin up toward the ceiling. A couple of times, just up and down neck movements. And with head in neutral, send one ear to one shoulder, lateral stretching, opposite side, a couple times here. And if it's comfortable, you can make a half circle with the head coming to one ear to one shoulder and then go the other way. If it's really comfortable, you can make a full, complete circle. Go one full circle and then switch sides. Good. Pause with head in neutral. Give a little twisting action in the lower body. So take one foot, choose a side, and lean over the opposite way. Try and tap that foot on the other side of your body. Good. That top hand or other hand might kind of leave the earth, or straighten the arm at least. And then go the other way. Tap that foot to the other side. And do that a couple times each side. We'll have the option to add on from here. So same movement, and extend your bottom arm. Good, same movement, opposite side. Extending the bottom arm, lifting the elbow off the earth. Again, options to add on here. Flipping, extend the bottom arm and reach the top arm up and over. Maybe follow it with your eyes. Setting everything back down, opposite side. Lifting the bottom arm, extend top arm up and over. Maybe follow with your eyes. It doesn't have to be a big sweeping motion. Just be as far as feels comfortable. You're supporting yourself with that foot on the earth, kind of like a kickstand. We'll take one more to each side. Good. Pause. And relax. It might feel good to just widen your feet, create a little shelf, stacked hands like a pillow under your forehead. If your lower back is having some words with you, you can come to child's pose instead. Wherever feels restful to take a few breaths, I'll just stay on my belly. And just so you can hear me, I'll lift off. You stay wherever you are in your resting position. And our focus here will be the breath. Again, coming back to that awareness. Really filling up on the inhale. Like you're laterally expanding into the side ribs. Focus on the exhale. Squeezing all the air out like the front ribs draw back. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhaling to fully expand the lungs. Pausing, filling, exhaling to squeeze the air out. Take about 2 more rounds like this. Relax around your breath. You can either stay wherever you are if you're very comfortable. You can also move onto your back if you would rather. And the very last active thing we'll do here is a humming exhale. Taking a natural breath in, doesn't even have to be very deep. And then hum as you exhale. Feeling that vibration in the throat. Vibration in the chest cavity, the nasal passageways. Do 1 more. If you haven't already migrated onto your back, start to make that shift. Getting comfortable. If it's comfortable, letting your eyes close. Feeling the awareness migrate to your left foot, top and bottom, every toe on the left side, up into your ankle, all the way around the calf, the shin, the entire left knee joint, left thigh, front and back, outer, inner, where that whole lower extremity becomes your left hip. Bring awareness to the right foot, every toe, the space between the sole and heel, metatarsals, the ankle, inner and outer, calf, shin, the knee and thigh, the whole leg becoming the hip. And feel both feet lower legs and knees, both thighs, both hips, where that becomes the lower back, the belly, and then let go of any awareness, any trying or forcing in the breath or the mind. Dropping into a sense of allowing. You can rest here for as long as you'd like. I'll leave you in this space to relax.